Eric Bellinger, friend of the show, he posted that he partnered with a company where now if you want to get a feature, you can use his AI and get a feature from him, but it's not really him, it's AI as him. And he's promoting it. Like,
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that because evidently it's going to be financially lucrative for him. So I can't tell him what to do with his own sound.
I'm not mad at him for that, but me personally, I wouldn't.
And I think that's him taking. I think that's him probably getting
with the times.
Yes, you would.
I ain't hear. Yes, you would to what? Imani?
What do you mean?
You would.
You would take the feature?
What you want? Would I do it? Take the feature from him?
Oh no, not take the feature from Eric Bellinger. I'm saying adopt that same model.
Yeah, I think that's him getting in front of this shit.
No,
absolutely.
I'm saying I would for sure if I was in that space. I'm talking about now me on the other side. I wouldn't want to hear that.
But you wouldn't know.
Well, if you're promoting,
if
it's promoted at this point and he's a part of a company and you're going to, you would know.
What's kind of fly to me is
as the listener, and you hear this song and it says featuring Eric Bellinger, you don't know if he's saying that or if the AI saying that.
What's kind of fly to me is it allows you as the artist, say Imani wants to implement this model, you can tier shit. You can be like, oh, for fucking $5,000 you can get the AI shit, but if you want me to come in the studio and do this shit, that's gonna cost $20.
And not just that $5,000 tier, you might could do 100 features in a day without doing a thing.
Listen, I'm with whatever.
Or fuck a day.
I'm as the artist side. I'm with whatever makes sense to the artist. Now figuring out what's the best thing for them to do with this changing industry. Just on the creative side, it takes away from the realness of the moment. And that's just all I'm speaking to. I'm not mad at it. It's just
I think that's what AI is doing all the way across the board. I think it's taking away creativity.
And that was what Tyler talked about in the interview too, about how now machines just do fucking everything, whereas he had to hear by sound how to, trained himself, how to play the piano and play instruments.
We talked about the YouTube and Instagram has it too, where there's kind of how-tos on how to make this song, XYZ, how to make a Lil Baby song, how to make a Bad Bunny song, so people can kind of just go there and learn the formula firsthand, which is really dope. I wish we had that shit coming up. We had to figure shit out, like how to make beats and all that shit.
But he says that's the whole purpose of calling yourself an artist.
For sure.
Is the hard work, the diligence, the patience that it takes to do all of that.
I think we're all going to regret this shit.
Yeah.
And that's how you end up with stumbling upon some different styles and shit, because you're trying to sound like, for me, it was like, I'm trying to sound like DJ Premier or something like that. And then you kind of end up doing some shit. It's like, oh, wait.
Parks,
this is my own shit.
Parks, we're gonna regret. I feel like we're all gonna regret this shit.
Yeah. I agree.
How easy we're making this shit. The passion that's lost from it. The actual creative process.
The camaraderie.
We've gotten too addicted to convenience.
We're going to really 100% get
an instant gratification.
We're gonna get desensitized to everything in life, where we're just going to start becoming fucking living robots.
Yeah. Yes.
Like honestly, all this shit is just.
And we'll be dead.
It might come faster than we think.
I don't think we'll be dead.
As a rapper, right?
Joe, you want to be around for another 40 maybe?
Okay, we got that part in terms of life expectancy. I understand that. I'm not wishing early death on anybody. What I'm saying is you get to a point where you realize the world is not concerned with your age.
It's past you.
Not true.
The world that you was in, the world ain't that no more, and it ain't headed to that. It ain't. They preparing for your grands and your great grands. Like I witnessed that when I'm watching my grandparents go through their, like
they don't want to fuck with no laptop.
My grandma was blown away that a black person was even running for. That was I can die in peace, and I'm sitting there like, the world is.
Or when the older people don't want to fuck with a laptop, and a laptop is damn near a necessity for us. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of passed them by.
My mom asked AI everything.
That's what I'm
today.
Really?
Yeah. Today.
But I think that a lot of these systems are in play. I just watched Mark Cuban was on Jon Stewart's show, Daily Show, last night. He was talking he's in healthcare now. He's selling drugs for cheap.
Yep.
For the cheap.
And even Tyler alluded to it in this conversation. The young generation thinks a little differently than we do. Like we have come to rely on technology in a way that I think the young generation uses it more like salt and pepper in a dish, as opposed to like
the main
living there.
entree.
We all kind of got sucked in, especially like social media. Our parents kind of ruined social media.
Yeah.
Our parents' generation, once they got on that shit, they started wilding the fuck out. Like it was kind of
Facebook
lit
is
before they got on there.
crazy.
Yeah, Facebook, you can't even go on that motherfucker. Like Twitter is right behind it. You know what I'm saying? So
Twitter's over.
yeah, like
Twitter is
Fuck
absolutely
Twitter.
over.
when I see my little nieces and nephews and the way they use the internet, they use it way they're not attached to it in the same type. They are, but they aren't. They're not
So-
attached to it in the same type of
so
way
Twitter-
for validation and shit like that.
Neutral button.